aspect of my specialty, which is, and has always been, the labyrinthine machinations and mysteries of the heart. I am, to be specific, a genius of love. Come with me, if you will, and observe my labours. First step, we gather our players. First stop, the corners of the earth. 1. New York, New York. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to get to, said the cat. Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Specks of dust slow-danced in the sunlight streaming through the tall southern windows. Above the old man's head, they tumbled and collided, equal parts chaos and choreography, at once permanent and fleeting. Some moved earthward, but just as many climbed heavenward, with no visible means of propulsion. Why don't the laws of gravity apply to them? Alice wondered. She could hear New York humming and honking beyond her professor's studio, and although she felt reasonably certain that the city was in fact actually there, she had often suspected that another city, very close but obscured by some deficit in her perception, also existed. In that other world, she could not be judged or derided for being clever or dull, because the rules, like the law of gravity, currently disproving itself before her very eyes, did not apply. In that place, there simply were no rules. How she longed to go there sometimes. Professor Stoklinski looked up and smiled with his eyes, all wild hair and wisdom. She braced herself for him to speak, but he said nothing and returned his attention to her work. She dreaded this, his scrutiny. He expected so much of her. He treated her as if she were special. And if there was one thing Alice was certain about at the ripe old age of 19, almost 20, it was that she was not exceptional. She knew this because she had been born into a family of unequivocally exceptional people. Her mother had been a rising star at the Ballet Met in Columbus, Ohio, until she fell through an unsecured trapdoor in the stage floor during a rehearsal of The Nutcracker and shattered 39 of the 52 bones in her feet. During her long recuperation, she began to study law and was now managing partner in a prosperous legal firm on Wall Street. Her father, a celebrated ophthalmologist, spent all his spare time in India, restoring sight to those who could neither access nor afford proper care. Her older brother followed her father into medicine, had been a Rhodes Scholar, and was currently specializing in renal surgery at the Mayo Clinic. Her younger sister had recently distinguished herself in her freshman year at Harvard by winning the Jacob Wendell Scholarship Prize. Each member of her family effortlessly excelled at most things they did. Alice, on the other hand, did not. She did not have a grand passion for anything in particular, although it was her habit to carefully observe the hue, saturation, and intensity of color in just about any object that she came across. Her earliest memory was of hiding in her mother's voluminous walk-in closet, arranging the clothes according to their proper place on the visible spectrum. She had begun with the blouses: purple blouses, violet, blue, green, lime, yellow, cream, orange, red, burgundy. She put the white blouses between the yellow and cream ones, even though, strictly speaking, white was not part of the spectrum. Her mother had been charmed initially, but when Alice repeated the exercise with her siblings' wardrobes, she had her tested to see if she was autistic. At 14, Alice lied about her age and secured a part-time job in a clothing boutique, 3 shops down from the corner of 83rd and Madison. Nadine, the owner of the eponymously named boutique, soon recognized Alice's flair with color, as did her customers, who would always solicit Alice's counsel before making purchases. Nadine even took Alice on a buying trip to the Say Yes to Life, Love and Style Fashion Week in Chicago. Alice liked being good at something. As her confidence grew, so did her circle of friends.